All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation and much love to Yakim out there, pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. All right, and I just want to do a quick video. Lord's will is edifying and exhorting to the brothers out there, pushing out this word, truth and sincerity. And for anybody coming across these videos for the first time, just know that the Lord is not someone to be played with, you know. He's not someone to be taken lightly. All right, and we're going to bring out precepts to show you why. Because here it is in these last days, people think, you know, that it's all fun and games and that the Lord is not going to come and bring judgment upon this earth. But that's contrary to what the scriptures say. So let's go ahead and start in Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. It says, the Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. All right, so every day you wicked people wake up and commit wickedness, all right, atrocities, abominations, all right. The Lord is angry with you, man. First and foremost is the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they continue to disobey him, all right, refuse to hearken unto his prophets, and just continue to do all manner of wickedness. Well, the Lord said he's angry with you every day, man. And you just keep stacking up sin upon sin. And ultimately, the Lord's going to pay you back for it. All right, and especially you heathens, all right? The other nations as well, all right? You so-called white people. All right, the Africans, all right, those true Africans, which are Hamites, all right, Edomites are the so-called white people, all right, you Gooks, Moabites, Ammonites, Japhites, all the above, okay? The Lord is angry with you as well, all right, because what, you have touched the apple of the Most High's eye, all right, and have came to in cahoots with each other, became confederate with one another, to take down his people, all right, his chosen people, which ultimately we understand that it was all through the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, but you nations took it to another level, mainly you Esau Edom, all right, you forwarded the affliction of Jacob, all right, when our punishment was over, all right, that's when you really turned up and showed your hatred, and now the Lord is going to come and bring war upon you people, okay? Because first and foremost, the Lord isn't, you know, like they like to tell you in the churches, the Lord loves everybody, and he's a God of peace and love. But the scriptures, yeah, he is the power of peace, all right, a God of love, so to say, to his people. But what? Let's read the description of him. This is Exodus 15:3. Yahweh, so like the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. All right, so the Lord, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, the one people ignorantly call God, he's a man of war. And that's what he's going to bring in these last days, as he has done before on the earth. All right. The Lord has utterly destroyed the whole earth before, except for 8 souls. So this time, what makes you think he's going to have any leniency? All right, when even more wickedness have been committed on this earth. All right, so let's go to Isaiah 42 and 13. All right, this says, I'll read it verbatim. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. All right, who are the enemies of the Lord? Anybody that comes up against us. Anybody that's contrary to what the scriptures say. Pretty much everybody outside of the 1/3 of the nation Israel. All right. And the Lord is going to prevail against them. And he's coming with war. All right. Like Yahushai said, the scriptures say about Yahushai, he will not meet thee as a man. All right. The Lord already came once in the form that you was able to put him on a cross, humiliate him, you know, beat him up to the point past recognition. The Lord ain't coming back. The Lord, Yahweh, is not going to send his son Yahushai back this time to be mocked all right, laughed at, scorned, all right. He's coming back in the almighty form. Okay. Verse 14, I have long time holding my peace. Yeah, because the Lord, he's let wickedness, all right, go judge free, or, not judge free, but without punishment, so to say, for a long time. Okay. And now is the time for the Lord to come and judge all the wicked, right? Because what the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and now it's time to judge the whole earth. It says, I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. See, that's what a man of war does. He's coming to destroy and devour at once. All right, so all this nonsense they're talking about in the churches, all right, the Lord's coming back to give hugs and kisses and bring everyone together. That's a lie. Okay, the Lord's coming to bring destruction. All right, whoever tells you contrary is a liar, and the spirit is not in him. All right, he's coming to bring salvation unto his elect, his chosen, of the nation of Israel. All right, 1/3 of the nation. But what? 2/3 of his own nation, his own people, he's going to put down because they're rabid dogs. All right, and so how much more the rest of you heathens, man? All right, and we can reread straight out of the Bible. You could say that's the Old Testament. We'll go to the New Testament to prove the same thing. This is Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Now, what do you do in a time of war? You come with a sword. What is a sword used for? It's to destroy and devour, to kill. And that's what the Lord's coming with. He ain't coming with peace. Okay? Verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, it's locked, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So the Lord is coming to bring division, man. He's not coming to bring peace. He's coming to bring great death, slaughter, division, chaos, destruction, famine, pestilence. All right, this is what the Lord is bringing. He's not bringing daisies, man, and some Krispy Kreme donuts. All right. The Lord is a man of war, and that's what he intends on bringing, and he will. And he's already starting to visit the earth with all these earthquakes, hurricanes, which are called tempests, whirlwinds. All right. He's letting his chariots be shown more and more, which are so-called UFOs. All right. The people are rising up all over the world. Civil unrest everywhere. The kingdoms are divided. The nations are divided. The end is nigh. Because the Lord is what? He said he's coming to bring division. All right? Coming to bring set men at variance with each other. I think that's Luke 12:51. Come on. It says Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. The Lord is dividing the people. So what? So there can be chaos. All right. Neighbor against neighbor. All right. Your own house is going to be divided. With the lack of bread. All right. For the lack of bread, people are going to slaughter each other. All right. They're going to turn into the demons that they truly are. And they're gonna be at each other's throats. All right. But nonetheless, the Lord is coming to bring destruction, to judge the earth for all its wickedness. This is Isaiah 66:15. Go ahead and highlight it for you. It says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Because the Lord is going to bring, ultimately, he's going to bring that nuclear destruction upon this earth. All right. Mainly here in America. All of America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles. All right. In other parts of the world that get missiles hit with missiles. And then he's going to send his chariots. All right. Because his son, all right, Yahushua, is coming back in a chariot, all right, a cloud, so-called UFOs, right? All right, those are the chariots of the Lord, and they're coming to bring salvation and to bring destruction as well, because they're going to be zapping people, like you see in these movies, like the War of the Worlds. Hey, that's true, War of the Worlds. All right, and isn't that the Lord of Man of War? You got the Independence Day, the movie Independence Day. That's what's going to be happening. You're going to see one big chariot, and then many other chariots. All right, and they're going to be zapping people. All right, what you people ignorantly call alien invasion is going to take place on this earth. Says, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Did we not read earlier in Psalm 7 that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day? How is he going to render that anger? With his fury and his rebukes with flames of fire. Nuclear destruction. Chariots zapping you with that. Laser beams. All right. High intensity light. Okay. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword. Did we not read in Matthew chapter 10 that he's coming to bring a sword and not peace? All right. So for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. He's going to plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many. So the Lord's going to have the biggest body count. All right. Because he's coming to bring destruction. What happens in a time of war? There's people dying. All right. And the Lord's going to be the number one slayer. Point blank, period. And it's going to be a lot worse. Before he returns, it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to continue to get worse and worse as the days go on. So we'll finish off on this. 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's what the Lord is bringing, just as he did in the days of Egypt. He's bringing plagues. What are some of the plagues? The sword, famine, being starvation, death, and destruction. All right, nuclear missiles, his chariots. All right, diseases. All these things are his plagues. Verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, so the wickedness has had its run. The wicked have ruled, and now it's time for righteousness to dwell in the earth, and faith to flourish. All right, and the kingdom of heaven, all right, is going to be established here on this earth. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, by default, the kingdom of Israel, will be established here on the earth after this destruction. And it's going to be forever and ever. But the destruction will come first and foremost. And it is at hand. So with that, Mawat Lababal, Shalom.